Hello, friends. What if I told you that all time exists simultaneously and there is no linear progression of time? Today, we are exactly going to talk about this. This is called the block universe theory. And the block universe theory or eternalism was primarily propagated by Hermann MInkowski and supported by Albert Einstein. Minkowski introduced the 4D space-time framework in 1908, treating time as a fourth dimension. Now, let us look at what this block universe is what this theory is trying to imply to us at this point of time. Now, let me share this image with you. So, if you see this image, you can see that it has length, breadth, and also it has the inner depth. It is 3D. Unlike a picture, an ordinary picture, which is just two-dimensional. So, 3 dimensions refer to the spatial measurements of physical objects and space, length, width, and height. So objects which have 3 dimensions essentially have these characteristics of length, width, and height. Objects that have volume and occupy space are 3-dimensional, and we all know this. Unlike 2D shapes, like a picture which we draw on paper is a 2-dimensional image. A physical table has length, breadth, and width, while a square drawn on paper has only 2 dimensions. It does not have depth. So now we know that we live in this 3-dimensional world. And according to Einstein, this 3-dimensional world prevents us from having access to other dimensions. There are many other dimensions besides the 3 dimensions that we live in. But we as human beings are able to see only a linear progression of time, and we are not able to have access to other dimensions. And in this context, they classified time as the fourth dimension. Now, why did they classify time as a fourth dimension? We as human beings see time as linear from the past, present, now in the present, to sometime in the future. But according to the block universe theory, time is non-linear. It is like a loaf of bread. Just imagine a loaf of bread with different slices comprising the past, present, and future according to our understanding. But all these exist simultaneously at different locations. Time is seen as a fourth dimension. Time does not move, but it is static. Everything pre-exists. So all the units of the block exist at the same time, but we are able to access it only according to our growth or the place we are at that point of time. According to the block universe, time is treated as a physical dimension like the length, breadth, and width. Now, when I compare this with near-death experiences, it becomes more interesting. And it also, we are able to understand that there might be some truth in this block universe model. In near-death experiences, we see, interestingly, that the experiencers can travel back and forth in time. They are able to view their past lives and also future lives. They are able to have pre-birth memories, and they're able to view different locations simultaneously. And they also say that it is very difficult to explain all all those things that they experienced in human language, as we experience passage of time only in a linear way. Einstein justifies the block universe theory through his general theory of relativity, where space and time are unified in a four-dimensional space-time where all experiences exist. This can also be related to the Akashic field, where near death experiencers or visionaries can have access to various blocks of time through their consciousness. Time is different for each observer. For example, if there are two cyclists cycling at different speeds, the passage of time is different for each. Each observes a different view during the experience according to his or her speed of travel. When two people have different experiences at the same time, then all events across all time must coexist like a 4D block. This seems to also resonate with near death experiences, where NDEers say that they experienced everything simultaneously and that we experience time here on Earth only in our third dimension. I hope you found today's information very intriguing and interesting, my dear friends. We will examine this more in the future. I found it very interesting to compare the experiences of near death experiencers and this theory of block universe, which I think is a novel way of looking at the subject. I'm not sure whether anybody else, if you have noticed anybody else make this comparison, please let me know in the comments section. And please read my books on Amazon, Goddess Backs, The Brimstone Fallacy, Highlights of a Course in Miracles, and Co-Create with Your Universe. And subscribe to me on YouTube. This is Rosalind Bosco, the Mind Maverick, signing off. Thank you.